Hi all. Today's topic is all about how to clear written test in Accenture. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and follow Savipa Tech Zone page on Instagram and subscribe to Telegram channel as well. I'll be posting all the related links to this videos in the Telegram channel. You can find them easily. So without wasting our time, let's get into the actual topic of this video. In this video, I'm gonna cover overall written test things, okay, in Accenture. So in the first section, I'm gonna cover topics and patterns for written test to both freshers as well as experienced folks. In the second section, I'm gonna explain you do's and don'ts while giving your online written test. Basically, in online written tests, the topics to be learned and the pattern followed is completely different for both freshers and experienced. So I'm gonna cover for both of these people differently. I mean, separately I'm gonna explain you. So first, let us start with the experienced folks. So in experienced folks, will be having a lot of developers, okay, different kind of developers. They'll be having experience in different streams, right? Some maybe from ASP.NET developers, they may be having 2 years of experience as an Angular developer, and they might be a database DB developers, and they may even be a Java developer, right? You will be having a different kind of experience. So that with that experience, you will be applying to other companies, like you may take Accenture or Infosys, whatever it may be. So you will be applying with that experience. So when you are applying based on the role, okay, suppose you have applied as a Java SC developer, okay, so for that the syllabus will be different, so the topics to be learned will be different. And if you are a .NET developer and you are applying for same ASP.NET MVC developer, so your topics will be again different. So based on that, what are the topics you have to be prepared, that topics I'll cover in the upcoming slides. So as you can see, this mail I have received after applying for a developer role. I received this mail of assessment. So here this is a online test for me, as I'm having already experience, so I just applied for this role. So you can see the profile here and also the date at what time you gonna uh, write your exam, like what is the end date, okay, till this time only you should write exam. Beyond that time the link will get expired. So before that you have to write exam and your profile will be there, so for which role you applied, that one. So this is the mail that you will get before writing your online assessment. The mail which I was showing is only for the experienced, so I got this mail, and this mail as it shows that this test will be for 40 minutes, okay. So now let's discuss what topics to be prepared for each role. I'm going to cover only few roles here, like ASP.NET and SQL developer, so I couldn't cover all the syllabus. So this is the things that I got from my colleagues, okay, who are being as a .NET developer, Java developer, SQL developer and Angular developer, like that. So I'm covering, I think 3 I covered. So let's see the topics of each section. So the first technology that I'm going to discuss is about ASP.NET. So here I have covered topics for both a core developer, I mean the core and MVC. So these are the topics that you have to be prepared if you're applying for the ASP.NET developer role. So the first topic here is basics of ASP.NET you have to prepare, and the second topic is architecture and design, okay, and the third topic is action and controllers and models, okay, these are the topics. And the fourth topic is routings and validations and views, okay. So fifth topic is the related frameworks that are related to the ASP.NET, those frameworks related. And sixth one is about APIs. And your seventh topic would be web basics. Okay, this will be common to all the technologies like Java or anything, so you have to prepare like HTML, JavaScript, anything. And eighth one will be your advanced topics and additional DB languages also, like SQL basics. They will be asking you in MCQs, so be prepared with it for the ASP.NET technology. So now let's dive into the second technology, which is Java. Okay, if you have applied for Java J2 SE, I mean Standard Edition and Enterprise Edition developer, please note these topics. Okay, so the first topic here is complete core Java basics. You have to be prepared with complete core Java basics. And second one is Java 8 features. Nowadays, if you are trying to learn a Spring Boot framework, or else if you are trying to work upon Spring Boot framework, Java 8 is mandatory thing. Okay, Java 7 is good to know, good to learn, but if you know Java 8, you can easily get job. Okay, the demand for Java 8 is like that, so Java 8 questions will be mandatory, so be prepared with that. So the next topic is, the third one is OOPS concepts and collections, and fourth one will be your JSP and servlets, and fifth one is nothing but EJB and JMS topics, and sixth one is your Spring and Spring Boot frameworks related questions. Seventh is web basics, okay, which I told you already, like HTML, CSS, and advanced topics and SQL related topics as well, because these things I already covered for .NET. No, in Java also these things are mandatory. They may ask you a few questions to just test your knowledge upon them. So okay, so now that we have completed Java technology also, now let's dive into the next technology, which is SQL thing. Okay, SQL is like common thing. Okay, it's like a query language. So upon this, what all, if you are applying for like SSAS or SQL developer, so then you have to be learning these topics. So the first topic here is SQL basics, and the second topic is nothing but queries and indexing. The third topic is tables, joins, functions and triggers. Fourth topic is about stored procedures, and fifth topic is generics, and sixth topic is schemas, and seventh topic is relational keys, and last one is advanced topics related to SQL. Guys, please note one point, like these are the topics that I have gathered from my friends, colleagues who have applied for different roles like .NET developer, Java developer, SQL developer. So they have already given a written test on these things. So I have asked them what are the topics that you got most out of your paper, most out of your online exam. So they have given me these topics. I have noted them, and I just want to share it with you so that it will be helpful to you while giving your online written test. So don't blindly stick to these topics only. Prepare more topics, and don't forget to learn these topics as well. Don't skip any of the topics that I have covered with you. So this is for experienced people, and I have not covered few of the technologies like Angular, React or full stack development, right? So I haven't found any of the colleagues. So if you know those topics, please comment in the comment section so that it will be helpful for the other folks who are trying to give this test. Okay, now let us see the pattern, how the pattern will be there for the experienced folks. So in this pattern, everything will be MCQs. Okay, there will be around 30 MCQs. Okay, you will be having a time duration out of that. So what are the things, okay, what are the scenarios will be there in 30 MCQs is like they'll be asking you to provide output of the code given. Okay, and it may be like a conceptual questions and direct definition based questions. If you know some definitions, it's like a straightforward MCQ. So next thing will be like identify errors in the code. They may give some errors in the code, you need to identify those bugs. And fifth thing may be like framework related questions will be there. So be prepared with these scenarios, and the time duration for this exam is 40 minutes. Only 40 minutes you'll be having, and 30 questions will be given. So with this, I have covered each and every topic for different roles for experienced. So this is the pattern that will be given in your online test. So be prepared. All the very best experienced folks who are preparing for Accenture written test. So now let's get into the freshers side. So freshers, I think I have covered almost for you. So if anything goes wrong, please rectify me through the comment section so that other freshers may know the actual topics. So freshers hiring will be based on the four sections, 4 rounds. The first one is cognitive and technical assessment, and second round is coding round, and third round will be upon the communication test, and fourth round will be based on interview. So out of this, let us discuss about cognitive and technical assessment, and second one is coding round, because this video is totally upon the written test, right? So I'm gonna cover only these two topics. So for cognitive and technical assessment, you have to be prepared with these topics. So the first one is verbal ability, and second one is logical reasoning. The third topic is aptitude, fourth one is pseudocoding, and fifth one is knowledge on like MS Office applications will be there, right? You need to have a basic knowledge upon that. You need not to be a pro or advanced kind of things. And the sixth one is security and networking topics. So for everything you need not to be like excelled or pro, okay? You need to be having a prior knowledge, a basic knowledge you need to have. So I'll give you the reference sites for this. So when I gave my exam as a fresher in some other company, I have used these sites for my preparation. So the verbal ability, logical reasoning, aptitude, I prepared from indiabix.com. So other topics are there, right? Pseudocoding, knowledge on MS Office applications, security networking. Prepare it from Prepinsta or else Face Prep, because why I'm telling you this is they will be covering the previous year's question papers, right? Like whatever the previous year questions asked from different companies, they'll be covering, right? You prepare for that. You need not go for the like premium or whatever, so go it for free, okay? If you have basic knowledge and you want to know just what are the topics or what are the sample questions, right, for those mock exams, all those things, prepare from these sites. So if you are really having budget, you can afford for that, you can go for it. If you don't have, just try it for free. And so these are just a reference sites. This is not a paid kind of thing. What I prepared, I'm just suggesting you. If you're really not interested to learn by your own, just go with the blogs, okay? And go with YouTube as well, right? They will be having a lot of training people. They will be training you in a very good manner so that you can just refer to their videos and just practice and attempt the exams. That will be a best thing. Whenever you can't do a self preparation, better to start a video like training video, but don't spend too much on multiple YouTube videos, okay? Stick to one playlist and prepare well and just go for the exam. So this is for the first thing in cognitive and technical assessment. Now the second assessment is your coding assessment, right? So you may choose any of the programming languages like C++, Java, C, Python or ASP.NET. So which is your favorite programming languages? Just choose that. And the reference websites I'm gonna give here is HackerRank, Geeks for Geeks, Java T-Point, Tutorials Point, interviewbit.com, LeetCode, and I'm not telling all the levels, okay? Just go with the easy level. That will be enough for your coding round. As a fresher, it is more than enough, to be frank. So these are the websites where you have to practice at least, see, per day you just try to solve a few coding questions, okay? Like it should be a bit famous. So like repetitive questions, or like they just understand the concepts, mostly focus on arrays and strings, okay? So these are the coding questions or coding sites you have to refer to, and you may go with the same as well, like blogs or YouTube videos, whatever you want, you choose to that. So this is the these are the topics that you have to prepare for your coding assessment. So now I think I have covered the topics for freshers. Now let us see the pattern, like how many questions will be asked from each topic, like that. So in cognitive and technical assessment, you will be having 90 MCQs. So these are the topics. So English ability, and there will be a critical reasoning and problem solving questions, and abstract reasoning will be there, and common application and MS Office application questions, I told you, right? So those scenarios questions will be there, and pseudocode questions and networking and security cloud related questions will be there. So in this we will see number of questions for each topic. So if you observe, for English ability, the number of questions are 17, and for critical reasoning and problem solving, questions are 18. For abstract reasoning, questions are 15. For common applications and MS Office, questions are 12. So pseudocode number of questions will be around 18, and networking, security and cloud number of questions will be around 10. So the time duration for this exam is 90 minutes. So be prepared for this. So the second round will be your coding round, right? So the coding questions will be asked. Time duration is 45 minutes for this. The number of coding questions will be 2. So this is the second round. So before writing your exam, you will be receiving a mail to write the assessment, right? In that, if you observe, there will be a lot of instructions. So guys, please don't ignore these instructions which they have given. Please go through each point and keenly observe what they are trying to tell us. So if you see, they'll be mentioning all the instructions, right? So like, please enable the webcam and don't use your mobile phones. So please read it. If you just ignore them, but they will be strictly following these rules. Sometimes you may be a really lucky guy, like even you do cheating, you may be escaped, but things are not always in your hands. Okay, situations may turn up, and sometimes you may be booked. At that time you will be listed, like you will be a blacklisted employee or applicant in the Accenture team. So don't do those things. So I'll be covering this in the next section as well, in do's and don'ts. So before writing your exam, please carry your PAN card or Aadhaar card, like government ID proof, along with you, so that they may be asking you to show that before writing your assessment, right? So be prepared with that. So now our next topic is like do's and don'ts during your assessment. So what are the do's? So please sit in a light adequate space, like where your face is clearly visible. And second point is, keep contact with the screen. Okay, most of the times please don't turn here and there. Please straight to the camera, or else like when you are doing the sum or like that. Okay, but don't turn here and there frequently. Your view should be straight to the screen. Third one is, better to connect to the personal hotspot with fully charged laptop, like because there will be a lot of power issues. So if you connect to the Wi-Fi, if suddenly power got down, so if you don't have any backup like battery things, so it will be a problem always, like technical issues. So better to connect to the constant signal, like personal hotspot. So these are the do's. And coming to the don'ts, please don't turn your face here and left right left right left right. So even you're not doing any cheating, you may be booked as a cheater. So please don't do those things. Try to avoid maximum. Some people have a habit of turning face here and there. Please don't do that. Okay, so the second thing is, please don't try to post any questions in the Telegram channels for answers. Please answer, please answer, please don't post these type of things, you know. So if someone in the group, okay, in your Telegram channel, if there is an Accenture person who is trying to test you or anything it may be, if they come to know you're doing that, so that will not be a good to your Accenture career. Just trust me, please don't do those things. Don't do that things. Sometimes it will be harmful. Okay, in my previous company this incident had happened, so like it become a big nuisance over there. So please don't try to do those mistakes here. Please don't post your questions in the Telegram channel for answers. You know you can answer, otherwise just quit the exam. That's, you can reattempt when you are totally prepared, but don't do those things. And third one is, don't sit in a dark places. Okay, if you sit in a dark position or dark places, then your face is not clearly visible to them. They will think that you have cheated or you have done any malpractice like that. It gives a very bad impression on you. Please don't sit in a dark place. Try to sit in very light occupied space so that your face is clearly visible. So when I'm telling you these don'ts, you may think it as yeah, just light, chill. Like I'm telling the more like these things won't work out really. We may cheat like that, right? So let me tell you the real incident. So one of my friend's sister, okay, she have given written test for Accenture. So when I'm giving written test for Accenture, I just approached her because she may guide me well, like what are the things I have to follow. So she told me she have been selected for 3 rounds. So she applied for Accenture and she got a mail for the assessment. So she have passed, I mean cleared online test, interview, HR on everything. But after the HR round, in the CC footage, or I don't know what the things they have gone through, the HR kept her candidature on hold. She just called her and told in the video of her assessment, when she was giving assessment, in the video they have found she have done some malpractice, it seems. So the sister told me that she have took help of mobile for, I mean Chrome, because she don't know some answers to MCQs so that she can write like that. She committed her mistake, but in front of them she couldn't tell, right? But anyways, they caught her. So annoyingly, we do many mistakes to clear the exams like that. It may be not only through the mobile phone. We may put a person beside us to help us or guide us, who are like a very good professional person. Or you may sit in a very dark room, like in a dim light. You may not show your face to the webcam like that. So these are the things you should avoid. At last, the sister got rejected and her name is in the blacklist. She can't apply for Accenture anymore, it seems. So please prepare well, practice well for your coding exam, and try to avoid that negativity people around you, okay? Whoever shouts you or scares you, nothing. Please avoid those pressures and please be prepared for your exam. Write your exam very well. So be tension free and confident enough to tackle the exam. All the very best, guys. So what I'm trying to tell you is be prepared. And where see, so many people, even though they do cheating, they may be clearing the exam without any, they don't get caught by the HR people. But sometimes, okay, very unfortunate times, you will be booked. So you have to store the opportunities, utilize them properly instead of wasting them for no reason. It gives you nothing but the pain. So please try to avoid those things and prepare well, clear the exams. All the very best, guys. And so whatever I was telling you in this video is just for your good sake. So if you find this video helpful, please do subscribe, share with your friends and colleagues, and if you have any sort of queries, please comment in the comment section.